anyone who's been following golf, the story of Tiger Woods remains top of mind, not only for his play, but for all the headlines that he's made. But what exactly is the lifestyle of a professional golf player? That's what I'm here to find out, and we are following Mandeo over here. He's a young, upcoming Indian golfer. So let's find out what it's like to be a professional golf player. Listen, I mean, it's tough as well.
Well, yeah, it's tough for few, but look at it. You're out up in the morning, the birds are chirping, great weather, you're in a golf course, there's no traffic, you don't have to sit in front of a computer, you don't have to drive to work, you don't have to park, you just come out here and play.
So what's your morning routine like, Mandeo?
You wake up about 2.5, 3 hours before you tee off. You meditate. And then you come out of the practice range, you stretch a little more. Then you come out there, hit lower club like a sand wedge or a lob wedge. And then you gradually move up to the longer irons, and then you hit the short game area. Hit a few putts and you're ready to rock and roll.
The day's over for you?
Yeah, it is.
And it's the end of a tournament as well?
Yes, it is.
So what are you planning to do? What's the big plan?
This week's going to be home, and then next week I come back to JP Greens, practice. Then the next event begins on the 3rd of next month, so we have an off 2 weeks actually. And then you come back, you practice on what you did well, make it better, and work on your weakness and get out there and try and win.
You know, when you travel, etc., then you don't have too many friends, at least, you know, not every city would you have people, especially if you're going to that city for the first time. So
yeah,
how do you go about it?
See, that's the best part. We all travel together. We've been traveling, we've been playing juniors together, we've been playing amateurs together, now we're playing professionals together. So all the professional golfers are pretty much more than friends. I mean, we were like, we started the game together, then we turned amateurs, now we're professionals, so we party together. Otherwise, you end up having some friends somewhere otherwise as well.
I'm at the Delhi Golf Club here with Shiv Kapur, a professional golf player.
This has been my home for the last 20 years, you know. I used to have a sticker on my car that said, my second home, Delhi Golf Club, and it was so true because I used to spend actually more time here than I did at home. I'd spend 14, 15 hours of the day at Delhi Golf Club. Couldn't wait. I used to wake my parents up in the morning to bring me here, and you know, I'd play 36 holes a day. I just couldn't wait to get here, and then this used to be the last stop of the day, and you used to look forward to this the most. You know, you've been out in the heat all day for, you know, 10 hours playing golf, and then there was, you know, a group of us, about 12 or 14 kids all around the same age, and we used to come here and race in the pools, and this was the place where we used to make a hell of a noise and annoy all the members when we were kids. But, you know, my childhood was spent here, and I still, you know, whenever I'm back in town, it's a lovely place to come and relax, and this is really home for me. This is home. This is where it is. You know, all the members are like family to me. I've grown up here. When you spend 20 years in a place, you know, my dad's been a member. We've grown up here, and I have friends ranging from, you know, 16 to 80.
Right.
You know, I mean, I'll come in the morning and sit down with the members, you know, even the senior members. Someone 75, 80 years old, have breakfast with them and chat and talk to some of the businessmen. And, you know, it's a great, I think that's also education, and you learn so much from, you know, different walks of life. All the time I'm spending, you know, talking to golfers and sportsmen, but here I come and I hang out with the members, and it's great. Even when I'm back and I play some friendly rounds with some of the members. This tree that's been planted, I did it as part of a, you know, campaign, a green campaign to make Delhi greener.
Yeah.
We did this whole thing, and I thought, what better place than to plant a tree in my home course. This is my favorite hole on this course. And
Why do you like it so much?
Well, it's you know, one of those risk-reward holes. It's a great par 5. I've played a lot of par 5s all over the world, and you know, you have really long par 5s, and you have water, and this doesn't have any of that. Yet it's a great challenge. All golf courses are designed actually backwards.
Right.
You design the green first, and then the tee box. So if you look at it from here, how narrow this green. When you're coming from the fairway,
yeah,
the green sits very narrowly across. It's a long green this way,
right,
which, you know, to a person when you first come out looks quite easy.
Sure.
But the depth of the green is actually very narrow.
It is.
And you're coming at it at an angle. And especially with a long iron, it's very difficult. That left bush, I think over the years, has seen over 100,000 golf balls, and
It looks like it's been trampled upon quite a lot.
Trampled, but trust me, no matter how trampled it is, it's going to get you.
Yeah?
So I think that's the great thing about it. It being a short par 5, it's reachable for 95% of the players in the field.
Yeah.
So it really tempts you, and it plays mind games with you. So this is typically where a good drive comes, from the back tee, from where the monument is, which we'll go back to later.
Sure.
So once you get here, as you can see, the decision with which you're faced. Distance-wise, you're only about 200 yards away to the front of the green, which for any pro is, pretty comfortable distance to get there. But then the green, if you look at it from here, sits like a slice of cake.
Right.
It's a lot thinner, especially when they put the flag on the left side. It's very, very difficult to hold the green. And as the week goes on in tournaments, usually it gets harder and harder. This is the signature hole of Delhi Golf Club. For obvious reasons, you've got this beautiful monument behind us.
Yeah.
And then it shares a tee, the 14th and the 16th, common tee box. And if you just stand here, you look at the vantage point that you have, you get to see down the 13th fairway, you got the 14th and the 16th. So for the crowds, come Sunday of a golf tournament, this is the best place to be. This is where all
This
that
is going to be packed. At any time that this Delhi Golf Club sees a tournament, you're going to find this place. And this looks very familiar.
This is the oldest monument that they have at Delhi Golf Club. This has been there, and this is one of the few that they haven't reconstructed or done any changes to. This is what makes it famous, this is what makes it great and unique from all other courses all over the world, really.
Never seen anything
where
like
do you get to the 14th tee and you turn around and you see a monument this size? I mean, it's just fantastic. Now we look at the view that we have from the tee and how intimidating it really is when you actually stand up here. Now, on a normal day, if you and I were out here playing a little game, all you see is, big wide open fairway, but you'll see the number of mistakes that people make off the tee. You don't end up seeing the fairway, you're trying to avoid the bunkers, and that's when the bushes really come into play. I love this course.
The rolling greens, the whiff of fresh air, peacocks right in the middle of a golf course amidst players who are slugging it out here at the Hero Indian Open 2011. It's been a fantastic few days. I've really had a great time here. We hope you enjoyed the journey as well. Thanks for joining us.